help us is the leader. Honorable Shangabe will be laying the second brief on behalf of the cadets and all fallen heroes. Honorable Shangabe is the leader of the United Front. United Cadets Front. Help us is our own Alhaji Rudu Yaya, representing the Council of Elders.
When destiny controls you, you cannot help but write the toughest talk. So J.J. Rawlings wrote too fearlessly to achieve results. He had foreseeable vision. He could not describe him as temptations and motivation because you failed to understand him and he knew of it. He understood you for admiring his zeal in finding lasting solutions at the darkest end. He gave birth to the National Democratic Congress with his lieutenants and sealed it with blood as a testament. NDC was born with a very monolithic liberation interest, June 4, 1934. 33 years ago, brains met, ideas collected, deep thinkers were organized. Social democrats gathered as a family to witness the birth of a launching child, Christian Ennis. Grown to fully fledged adults with solid influential all over the world. The founder, J.J. once said in the party meetings, those who have been sitting in the comfort of their homes, whether in Ghana, abroad, the US, the hospitals, waiting for others to win the election for them, the time has come for them to come down and hit the campaign trail, from what you said. No political party in Ghana can boast of mega social policies. Talk about massive resuscitation. None to compare. NDC has grown to all the sacrifices for the founder Kudus. 21 gun salute for the gallant brains, past and present. Out of many, one group. Experienced Isufu Ali. Versatile luminary, outspoken Koblegi, soft-spoken Dr. Ufukotu, eloquent Dr. Samuel Ufuzampu, sharp and smart Joseph Kaigo, plenipotential orator Fifi Kwete, ever smiling Dr. Joseph Aye, cool-tempered Medizine, affable gentleman Alhaji Bulu Yaya, and indefatigable freedom fighter.
Like the Bible says, there are many who say Lord, Lord, and they don't exactly belong to the kingdom. Because not what you say that matters, it's what you believe and what you live that makes a difference. So therefore, comrades, let us love this country. And above all, let us love this great nation. That's why when the flag was being hoisted, I was telling comrade Kofi Ato, a bit worried that the Ghana flag was lagging behind. the revolutionary flag and the NDC flag. It should not be. Ghana must always lead the way. Because everything we do must be about the well-being of Ghana. So comrades, we want to thank you for being with us on this very important day.
God will bless you.
Which is the anniversary of this great party.
God will bless you.
I know we all talk about the great infrastructure that NDC works to bring to our country, which is wonderful. But the greatest legacy of this party should not be the physical infrastructure. It should not be the roads we build, or the hospitals, or the schools. But it should be the genuine transformation we bring to the people of Ghana. Giving them a leadership that truly cares. A leadership that is not just humble but compassionate. A leadership that appreciates that what matters most is to liberate our people and allow our people to reach the level they ought to go. And if we don't do that, then this party truly has fulfilled its destiny. So I like the way Comrade Cassidy modified the Revolt song. He turned it into what? The great NDC song. Because that is what you ought to be. The members will go, members will come, and the great NDC must truly come to stay. So comrades, let's never forget that we all are where we are because of this great party.
Thank you. Thank you.
And this party is what it is because of this great nation. So the nation must always lead, and the party must be the vehicle.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
On this note, I want to thank all of you, and long live the great NDC. Long live the founder of this party. Long live all the comrades who have served this party in different ways. And long live even the very many millions of our supporters, many of whom never occupy a position, but they care about this party, they care about it. And they all continue to be strong for the sake of us.
We are close. We are close. We are close.
Very much,
Speak like God with your mind. Speak God. All the guys who are here, speak your mind.
On all protocols. Address all of us as cadres of the great NDC party who are here today. Members of one family. I remember in 1992, one of the, one of the things about NDC I love in particular was when you say NDC, the response then was one family. NDC, one family. And really that's what this party has been. A family of people who love the country, of people who want the best for their country. I'll say one of the things that has been a source of sadness for some of us is the fact that over the years, many of us sadly started viewing this party as simply a vehicle for winning elections. This party has become an election winning vehicle. Now what it simply means is that there are many who, for instance, are even members of parliament of this party, that if it were known for the fact that NDC was a party that could win in their constituencies, some of them would have been members of the NDC. So the only reason why some of them are in this party is because there is a vehicle that will win elections for them. So what then it means that we have many among us who have become convenient members. And some of these convenient members of the party even have the audacity to want to aspire for the leadership of the party. How dare you?
How dare you? Bobbio.
Rawlings,
We are behind you. Bobbio.
this party is the supreme vehicle. And that is a message this morning I want to reach even the Jubilee House. Even the Flagstaff House must appreciate the NDC as a vehicle is the supreme vehicle. And the first loyalty always must be to this party. Whenever we say individuals come and individuals go, it applies to everyone. Even leaders of our party will come and go, and the party remains. Flag bearers will come and go, and the party remains. President, vice president will come and go, the party remains. And that must always be number one loyalty. We cannot turn our party. We cannot in a place where individuals feel they owe allegiances to individuals and not to the party. Sadly, that over the years has become it's so unfortunate that we can have celebrations such as June 4th, which is the very spirit and the foundation of our party, and you have even members of the functional executive of our party who don't want to have anything to do with June 4th celebration. How dare you? How dare you?
These were not the dyed-in-the-wool revolutionaries. We wanted a national face. I was just trying to remember the name of the first women organizer, Mrs. Sian Sapori. I'll come to some of those recognitions. We chose, then Monofie later joined, of course, after Congress. Then Hudu later on. But the leadership that we chose was to go around the whole country and to choose people from all classes. Then we determined at that time that it is Chairman Rawlings who will be the founder and the leader of the party. He was still in the army. When we were doing these things between March and June, he was still in the army. Actually, he came out of the army in September to join 3 days before he joined us in Cape Coast to be elected flag bearer. We decided then, but it was in 1998, Congress in Takoradi, that we put his name in the Constitution as the founder of the party. So if you go now and see the Constitution that we filed at the Electoral Commission in 1992, you wouldn't see it. But because he led us throughout the revolution and led us throughout, and we knew that by the year 2000, he had to go. We had a meeting and decided, and we took it to Congress in secondary Takoradi in 98 and put his name in the party. It was in 2008 that we determined the philosophy for the party. 2002 at the Trade Fair Congress, after we lost election in 2000, we determined that although we were progressive, socialists, all sorts of people, we needed to have a philosophy which would guide us. At that Congress in 2002, we determined that social democracy. There was a gathering at the Center, and the interim certificate for the formation of our party was issued to us. That was on the 10th of June. And for the records, the real certificate was given to us on the 27th of July. So this was the interim certificate was given to us. But it was a culmination of a process. It was not just an event. After 10 years or 11 years of PNDC, it was clear that something else has to happen. There were discussions about what should happen. We had already had district assemblies. The idea from one quarter was that we should upscale the district assemblies should just elect people into a National Assembly without the formation of parties. Other schools of thought that we should actually go back and form parties. So PNDC, in its wisdom, formed a committee under Justice Sada, who was then the chairman of the National Commission of Democracy. That NCD was combining the work of current Electoral Commission and current NCCD. Those education and elections were all held by NCD under Justice Sada. They went around the country. The feeling of the people then was that we should go back to our people and then go back and form parties and come back the way forward on parties. Now, the first step that was taken was the constitution of the Consultative Assembly, an assembly to draw a new constitution for Ghana, and various groups were allowed to elect their leaders. In fact, 260 people were invited into the Consultative Assembly, but 258 were those who were there, because the Bar Association was not happy that it was just one person that they were to choose. When, for instance, CDRs, we had 10 people. All the 110 district assemblies had 110 people. Market women had 10, and they had. At that time, Nooks, I can't remember the Nooks leader right now, but Nooks also said they will not come. So Nooks did not come, and the Bar Association did not come. But the rest of the groups were all there, from engineers to doctors to market women to butchers to traders to cooperatives to CDRs. General was there representing the Wenchi Assembly, and I was one of those 10 of us who represented CDRs. People like Augustus Kano, Lucy, people like Martin Amidu, people like Cecilia Johnson, people like Tommy Ebu, Donald Adaberi, Papa Dancing, Papa may rest in peace. Mohammed Mbamamuni represented an assembly. We were in there, and between July 92 and March 93, a new constitution came to place. The constitution then allowed, first we had a referendum, and after the referendum, the constitution allowed that parties should be formed. That is when the processes started. After NPP, they now went and put themselves together into a Buzia Dankwa club, and they didn't have much problem. But we did. There was a lot of debate. Should we go as a Keda group? Should we go and join CPP? Should the revolution continue? At the end of the day, I'm cutting this thing very short. At the end of the day, we agreed to form a party. But the point I want to stress is that everything about the party was deliberate. There were no mistakes. There was a lot of discussions and debate. Number one, the name of the party. I can remember Hudu is here. He was our minister there. I can remember the discussions that came up to what name should this new party, which is succeeding PNDC, have. We decided that we should name it a Congress. Congress meaning it is not our party is not an ordinary party. It's a congress of good people, nationalists, all over the country who are ready to continue the progress of the country. So we named it a Congress. Democracy is our middle name. So no party in Ghana is more democratic than us. So democracy, because of the processes that led to the formation of the party, we chose democracy as the middle name, and national, of course. We are national, and we have always been. The symbol, the debate about the symbol was also very intense, and we chose the umbrella for all sorts of reasons. The traditional reason, covering out from the sun, the cloud. There were a lot
of songs Ampedu and Cook composed about the umbrella. It was deliberate. We didn't make any mistake by choosing the umbrella. Then the colors of the party. The colors of the party.